Good morning and welcome to day 7. Time right now is 4:55. This is Saturday, or whatever day it is. I have no clue what day it is anymore. So it's going to be a late start to the morning. What day is it? Anyway, it's going to be a little bit of a late start. So probably about a 6:45 start, 5, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let the sun come up a little bit more. I may weigh in. I may fight the urge too. But anyway, let's get on with life. All right, so it is 6 o'clock. I just weighed in. My weight was 339.1. Yeah, 339.1. So that right there means I know it kind of confirms I'm doing the right things. Got to stop looking to pop the big number. That's not good. Trying to pop a big number isn't good at all. But I think that's going to quell that idea of I need to weigh in all the time. So I'm probably going to weigh in this week, next week. And then after that, just let myself weigh in every 2 weeks or every however many, I don't know. It's 6 in the morning, folks. I just took my Gaines candy. So that's gonna that's the pre-workout, because whatever. I'm 8 ounces down now. I'm working on the second bottle to get me to 32. And before I leave the house, I'll have one with a little bit of salt in it. Actually, it's kind of an electrolyte drink because it's a little bit of salt and a little bit of, what do you call it? Baking soda. Now, I should count that towards my water, but I don't count it towards my water because it's not plain water. Even though plain water doesn't have electrolytes in it, and you need electrolytes, so get your electrolytes in. A couple things about that thing is, I know last year or a few years ago, it said I had 212 pounds of muscle on my frame, and now it says I only have 115, which is kind of scary, of skeletal muscle. That's not good. Number two, even though the scale is going down, I don't see the progress in myself, which is kind of scary. And I have to keep telling myself, Brandon, you're doing right. Stop. You'll put the muscle back on. Don't worry. Just focus on getting better. Focus on getting back to where you could just do something, because right now if you start getting in your own head, you'll start doing things that are going to hurt you in the long run. And that's the last thing you want to do, is hurt yourself in the long run for a number on the scale next week. Anyway, got the progress photo done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read a little bit of the book until about 6:25. That should be all 10 pages I got to read for today. And once we get done with that, we'll head out for the walk, and I'll talk to you on the walk. So taking a little bit of a break. It's going to be about a 30-minute break before I continue walking. And looking at some of my stuff from this morning, apparently I am at 49.6% body fat, which is very high. 116 pounds skeletal muscle mass. This is a weird one. 39.4% body water, which is kind of weird because I drink a gallon a day, and my metabolic age is 50. So we got a lot of work to do, folks. But you know what? Here's the thing. Consistency is key. So, yes, I got to get back in the gym and lift some weights. That's not a problem. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a problem. It's when can I get back is going to be the question. Biggest thing I'm going to try to do is get through this protocol stuff, get off the protocol, and get back in. But you know, it's one of them things. You know, I know someone's gonna get in the comments and say, "Well, just go anyway." Okay, so here's what happens: if I go to the gym and I have a seizure in the gym, and I get injured, are you gonna pay those bills? Probably not. You'll just, well, you shouldn't have did it. Shut the fuck up. So that's why you don't listen to everybody. Anyway, I'm gonna chill, just gonna relax a little bit longer. Kind of let my legs rest a little bit, and then we'll get back to what we got to get back to. So, peace. Made it home from the walk. We are currently right now at 14,802 steps, 40 ounces of water. So I do have my water right here. I think I got another one right here, and I got the other one defrosting. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back into the book. I think I'm starting to get towards the end of the main part of the book. So we're going to get into that. And time right now, what time I say it was? 10:02. So we got 6 hours till we can eat. Not really hungry, so might take a nap, might go do some stuff in the yard since it's a nice day out today. And I will check with you guys later. Alright. Hello. So, time right now is 2. I got Will Tennyson doing a 20,000 calorie day. I'm worried about Will Tennyson, but that's not the point. Point is, so we're towards the end of the book now, Body for Life. So we're gonna have to pick a new book soon. We'll probably pick something more architecture or business based, real estate, business, or architecture, either one. So we're at the end of the book, and we're now more answering questions and stuff like that. And the biggest thing, the first thing that really hit me was this 12 weeks, 75 hard, Body for Life. It really is the first 12 weeks of whatever new life you want to build. And you can build whatever new life you want. Doesn't matter. You can build it. You can either build it, or you can take these 12 weeks and then say, you know what, I'm done. But it tells you if you want to keep going, set new goals for the next 12 weeks. Take a week off. 5 new goals. Keep going. 3 patterns you need to break, and 3 more patterns you're going to put in this place. Keep going. I thought that was pretty good. Talks also about creating value in other people's life brings back more value than you put out there. And that's very true. And I feel like that. I feel if I create a value for you, no matter what that value is, no matter what, it's always going to come back to me somehow. But don't do it with that intent of bringing something back to you. Do it with the intent of enriching someone else's life. Book also talks about regaining control of your life. Now, I can't help vertigo. I don't think I have seizures, but we're still under seizure protocol. But regain control of your life. Regain how your life is going. And man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to work. Even if it's just light duty, I can't wait. Because sitting in this cell, Got the window back there. Got my other window right here. Got a TV right here that I don't watch because I always watch everything on the Amazon Echo thingamajig. But the biggest one is you have to cross the abyss. And boy, I think sometimes I've got right up to that line and stopped because I didn't know how things were going to go, or I envisioned I was going to fail. So why bother trying? Not always, but especially with fitness. So now it's time to cross it. See what happens. You know, look, have a positive mindset. Keep going. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Give it your all. The worst thing that can happen is you'll have a cool story. That'd be the worst thing. You'll have a cool story to tell your grandkids. If I could first have kids, which first I gotta find a wife, which, Mike, I ain't letting you off the hook. You need to help me out here. Another thing I've been thinking about is body water. Now, I drink 128 ounces of water a day, a gallon. How's my body water level? I have no clue, so we're going to have to do a little bit of research of how to get the body water into the mid. Don't want it too high, but you want it at a normal level, because for some reason my scale keeps saying it's low. It's bugging me. That is bugging the fuck out of me right now. But I am 339. Anyway. Yeah, that still trips me out, but another thing that's kind of tripped me out is just people, life. Life is life, and you know, it's not bad, not a bad thing, not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's whichever way it goes. But anyway, time right now is about 2:12. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this day. I'm going to finish up the water, so at least we only have 2 things left to do. And I'll see you probably at about dinner. Look at Buzz Lightyear. And yeah, Buzz Lightyear has been taking my gains candy, as you can see. He's jacking my gains, y'all. Alright, so time right now is 4:06, 4:07 I should say. We are 7 minutes over our fast, and we are about to complete the fast. Got that done, and of course dinner, because I eat the same thing because I am a child. Alexa, volume down. So we have the macaroni shells, about 275 calories, 275 calories of that, tablespoon of sriracha, and a full tablespoon, well, 75, almost a full tablespoon of butter, but we're going to say just a full tablespoon of butter. And of course, my chicken quarter. Got 2 left, and I gotta cook something else. I actually got pork chops in the marinating. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I might have another PBJ. I don't know, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So see you in a minute. So just out here on the afternoon walk. Gonna make this a short one. We'll finish this. We're going to finish out everything at home. But sounds like they having fun over there. Like I say, I'll probably do 3 or 4 laps, and then we'll go ahead and finish this workout doing some Gymshark stuff at home. But look at how beautiful of a day it is, folks. I don't know if that's smoke or if those are clouds. Beautiful day though, ain't it? All right, let's get home. Okay, so time right now is 5:24. I left out at about 4:45. So we got our 45-minute workout in. I just went for another walk. It was supposed to be a short walk because I was going to do 20 minutes of that. And then the rest of the time was going to be some Gymshark stuff. But some unforeseen things were happening on that walk. A bunch of thick-ass black women just, ooh. So I ended up staying out there a little bit longer. And just when I was getting ready to come back and say, okay, now I'm going to end it, Miss Track Crush came out in not Gymshark, but in that Fashion Nova. The hell was that? Anyway. So I have to stay out just a couple more laps until, then I scooted back home. Good walk though. But I am over my water at this point. I'm at 136. So just post walk, I got some cabbage slaw. It's just a cabbage slaw. I added a teaspoon of olive oil, and a little bit of ranch season, just a seasoned packet. No calories in that. I would say probably 30 to 40 calories in the olive oil. And this is barely even. This isn't even a serving right here, because a serving is a cup and a half. This is probably like a quarter cup, a little bit over a quarter cup. So, gonna eat this. Probably see how I feel around 7:15. If I feel like I want to have like a peanut butter jelly thing like yesterday, we're gonna do that. If I don't, I'll probably grab a brownie and a protein shake, and I'll update you before I end. We're gonna talk. Don't worry. All right. So time right now is 8:41. No, 6:41. Sorry, 6:42 now. And I'm gonna pretty much wrap up today real quick. We're gonna wrap up today. Pretty much it's been a very decent day, very good day, especially with goals in mind. It was a good day. But before that, let me show you. We have another peanut butter jelly slider, one brownie. Once again, no oil in the brownie, and a protein shake. I know you're not going to be able to see down in here. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see down in here. Oh, crap. Let's not pour that out. But it is a Cinnabon, Ghost Cinnabon flavor. But before we do leave, I want to leave you with something, because this is going to give you a little bit of insight into something weird. Remembering my meal prep over the years, the best one I've done is the Qdoba bowls, followed closely by Fogo, followed very closely by BJ's Brewhouse. I missed the BJ's old side menu, but the Qdoba chicken bowls were good eats. Biggest mistake was trying to eat 16 ounces of beef or turkey a day for OMAD. If I was to try that again, I'd split it into 2 meals or do a beef, then chicken quarter. You live, you learn, you do better. And yeah, I actually did do the Qdoba, where they had the family meals. And what I would do is I would just order the Qdoba family meal, and I would break that down into, now it's supposed to make 5 meals. Somehow I stretched it into 6. So, and Saturday would be my free day to eat whatever it is I wanted, depending. And I would always, then one time I tried Fogo. Was it Fogo or Texas de Brazil? It was probably both. I think I did it with both. I did it with Panda Express as well. Don't ever do that one. But I would say my favorite was BJ's. BJ's had to be my favorite. And if there's someone from BJ's that can explain to me why you got rid of that sides menu with the beef patties, the turkey patties, the veggie patties, the salmon, the chicken breast, the bacon, this, that, the other. Why'd you get rid of that? You know, you literally could have made a lot of money doing meal prep just off that sides menu. But teach their own, do your thing. You know, I'm still a BJ's restaurant brew house fan, so that's cool. Anyway, we're gonna wrap the video up here. This has been day 7. Day 7's been cool. We'll wake up tomorrow, we'll do it again, and we're gonna do this again until day 75. See you tomorrow.